Hey alums, okay, it's so nice to talk to you today. Things are a little bit unusual around here. We are having to wear masks most of the time, staying 6 feet apart, probably like you at your job, but really education goes on the same way it always has at Columbus Academy. If you came through 9th grade biology, you either took honors biology, advanced biology, standard biology, but you probably did the fish behavior lab. We still have fish here. We're still doing a behavior lab with paradise fish and Siamese fighting fish over here. So what you remember as biology still goes on in this classroom. We're down to 1 snake in the biology department. You may have been around when we had 4 snakes. We had a snake that got out and fell through the ceiling tiles on a teacher's desk. You may remember that. Okay, this very snake, this is my last snake. This is about a 20-year-old snake named Ozzy. I believe Rich Cardebu came up with that name, Ozzy Osbourne. And this is the snake that ate my hamster, you may recall. If you took senior bio, we call it bio 2, you probably had to raise one of these green worms. When Calvin Warren was in my class, he always called my incubator the oven, and we still put the worms in the oven. The oven is set to 32 degrees C, so it's not impossibly hot, so they do survive. And so we do a comparison between worm growth. You may recall doing that lab. We had a biology teacher here named Dr. Ismail. He was really the king of ordering great equipment, and he ordered one of my pieces of equipment that's one of my favorites. It's called the Ultra Rocker rocking platform. And really what I've found is the only thing it does is it will take gels from gel electrophoresis and rock them gently back and forth so that the stain will go through all the tissues of the gel, so it will completely stain it. But what we found recently, my advisory found that if we put the snake on the Ultra Rocker, it really relaxes the snake. So we found another use for this really expensive piece of equipment. If you came through 9th grade biology, you did the infamous community ecology project where you had to pin insects, press plants. Inevitably somebody said somebody stole my plants, and I would answer, no, you just misplaced your plants, but we would put them in the plant press. Okay, you would ultimately also take things that could not be pinned, put them in little vials. I believe this was Riley Ransom and Riley Ransom, Annie Meacham's part of the project, and maybe you were able to put a few insects on pins and display them like this and come up with an unusual name like this group did. Anyway, this is kind of the result of all these projects, and I've kept many of those projects. If you played middle school basketball, you may be up on this wall here. I coached middle school boys basketball for many years. One exception, I coached a 9th grade team right here who has Mr. Carter right in the center there. Of course, he teaches here in 6th grade. Anyway, I got back into coaching recently after taking about a 3-year hiatus, and unbelievably, we won the championship this year. And this is a group of boys that I coached right here, and I'm really excited to be back into basketball, and I'm hoping that it happens this year. On February 12th, every year we celebrate Darwin's birthday, and if you look over here, you may see your projects still displayed. I know this is an oldie but a goodie. Melissa Holtz made this many years ago, and now her name is on the fashion show. So it's not like I pitch every single project that is turned into me. I'll keep many of these projects and get some fantastic paintings and drawings of Darwin, and pin the beard on Darwin, one of my favorites right there. Darwin Theft Auto Galapagos, always a great one. Darwinopoly, okay, also a favorite. The Darwin head shown here, and who doesn't like a good hat saying "Make Evolution Great Again"? Alums, it's been great communicating with you. Don't stay a stranger. You're in my head, you're in my heart. Keep in touch. Thanks a lot.